Handling a disciplinary procedure correctly is crucial for every business, as getting it wrong could prove costly. The compensatory award for unfair dismissal could be substantial. The amount of the award in discrimination cases is uncapped. It costs management time and professional fees, as well as loss of credibility, and would be negative publicity for the company. Many tribunal cases are won by employees because the employer fails to follow procedures, so it's important that all managers and supervisors understand how to correctly follow the company disciplinary procedure. It's a legal requirement to have a disciplinary procedure. Therefore, managers and supervisors are responsible for ensuring that each member of staff knows and understands the company rules and procedures. These can be communicated through the contract of employment, an induction or handbook. There are a number of reasons that could lead to a disciplinary procedure, such as capability problems, poor performance, absence and attendance, and conduct issues, including breach of procedures or gross misconduct like substance abuse, theft and neglect. Whatever the reason, the correct disciplinary procedure must be followed. An investigation into the circumstances must be carried out at each of the formal stages. As soon as you become aware of a problem, you must act promptly to establish the facts and investigate thoroughly before deciding on whether to proceed with disciplinary action. Delaying the investigation can make the dismissal unfair. Think about the sources for your investigation, such as employees' files, written witness statements, job descriptions, copies of relevant memos and CCTV footage. Only after fully investigating can you decide whether to drop the matter, deal with it informally, or invite the employee to attend a disciplinary hearing. If you proceed with a disciplinary procedure, it's crucial to ensure you are clear about the specific reason for your action, because in the event that the employee places a claim, a tribunal would examine this. The employer must show that the decision to dismiss is a reasonable one based on the evidence available. So what's the next step? Firstly, you must write to the employee, giving at least 24 hours notice of the meeting. Enclose copies of any investigation evidence. You must state the nature of the allegations and notify the employee of their right to be accompanied. If you think the employee might be dismissed, you must suspend them on full pay. At the disciplinary hearing, you must ensure that you have all your evidence and investigation notes available and that a note taker is present. You must also advise the employee that they'll receive copies of the notes following the meeting, and it's important that you have a plan and some prepared questions to ask the employee. Once the meeting begins, you should start with introductions and state the role of everyone in the room. If the employee is not accompanied, check they are happy to proceed anyway and check that they have received copies of evidence and investigation notes. Allow the individual to state their case and consider any mitigating factors, and then call an adjournment before any decision is made. During the adjournment, you should consider the seriousness of the offence and whether the procedure offers any guidance. Find out if any precedents have been set within the company. Check the individual's disciplinary record. Ask yourself if the proposed penalty is reasonable in the circumstances, and if required, postpone the disciplinary meeting for a day or so. At this stage, you should consider the appropriate sanction under the disciplinary procedure, which may be a formal written warning lasting 12 months, a final written warning lasting 12 months, dismissal with notice, or summary dismissal without notice. There is a right of appeal at all of these stages. After you have reached a final decision on the matter, you should reconvene the meeting and advise the employee of your decision and what level of disciplinary action is to be taken and the life of the warning. They should be informed of any improvement that's required, and you must explain the right of appeal. Finally, you must confirm your decision in writing immediately, file documentation and monitor their performance. So let's have a look at some of the potentially fair reasons for dismissal. Capability. conduct, redundancy, contravention of a statutory duty, retirement, or some other substantial reason. Employers need to show that dismissal is for one of these reasons and it is a reasonable response. However, there are some reasons for dismissal that will be found automatically unfair.
The list of reasons for dismissal that will be automatically unfair is fairly lengthy, but include most dismissals resulting from discrimination, assertion of pregnancy and other family-friendly rights, and any dismissals because of national minimum wage or trade union membership issues. Empire have a team of trained advisors who will give you user-friendly guidance on a 24/7 basis. Many cases are complex and our team are ready to help when you need it.
Bear in mind that in most cases, following the correct procedure will ensure that no one is dismissed for these reasons alone. Therefore, the procedure protects the business as well as the employee. The disciplinary procedure can only go wrong if you don't deal with issues when they arise, if you fail to investigate properly, if you are inconsistent, if you fail to follow the company disciplinary procedure, and if you rush through the process. So let's recap on the important issues to remember in any disciplinary procedure. Investigate fully and consider suspension. The employee has a right to be accompanied. Act reasonably, consistently, and take care not to set new precedents. Consider each case on its own merits and don't prejudge. Employees should be made aware of the right to appeal and always follow company disciplinary procedure. The Empire HR Advice Line team are there to help you through any employment issue and can offer step-by-step guidance at any stage. Contact the team on 01224 701 383.